What up, Tube? What are we doing today? It's Christmas Eve, and every Christmas Eve I take a drive. Just a nice drive. It's not a lot of people on the road. Today I decided to go to Lime Creek Road, which is a really nice stretch of road right around Lake Travis in the Austin area, or Travis County. And yeah, it's about 6 miles, really windy, which is hard to find here in Texas, especially this side of Texas. But it's basically the east side of the hill country, really nice drive. I got some rain right around the lake, which kind of sucked, but whatever, drive your car. Like the shirt says, drive your car. Just some updates on what's coming up. It's 6 days away from the end of the year. So I'm sitting here at this really nice park area, really chill. There's nobody out here, right by the lake here, or the river, or whatever that is. It's part of, I think it's one of the parts of Lake Travis. It's the Penn Bacher, I believe it's called, bridge. It's a short bridge. They're going to do a cool meet here on January 1st. They do it every year. I don't know if I'll be able to show up, but we'll see. But let's talk about 2025. Last year, too, I've done a lot of videos covering events. I go to a lot of events for work. As many of you know me or follow me, you know that. I like to take y'all to some of the big events we do. You know, Lone Star Throwdown, C10 National, C10s in the Park, SEMA, PRI, back to the 50s, etc., etc., etc. A lot of big events I do for work. And I like to take y'all with me behind the scenes. Now, what I haven't done is a lot of install videos. A lot of work on the vehicles in the garage, a lot of reviews, which I did do in the early times of the channel. I haven't gone away from that. It's just been really busy. Part of the busy, wifey's been finishing up her bachelor's in nursing. She finishes in March. That's why nothing's been done on the 53 Bel Air, because that's her gift to herself. She's going to help work on it. Now, it won't happen right away, but we have a lot of plans in 2025 to get a lot done on that car. We have to finish the disassembly on the 53. I'm going to make a whole nother video going over the 53 again and what the plans are. Now that we're actually close to doing some big stuff to it, we're going to go ahead and go over that. But my goal is for 2025 to finish this assembly, to order and install the suspension, which involves a lot of work. We have some cool partners we're working with that we've met throughout the years that we've gotten to know very, very well. And that'll be a lot of fun. Second thing is the Porsche, the Cayman, that you all have gotten to know. There is I'm going to call it a 99% chance it's going to happen that we will be selling this car this year in 2025 in the spring. I'm going to be putting it up for sale because I'm trying to be a little bit responsible, trying to do the responsible thing, not just tack on a bunch of cars in debt. This car has not lost a lot of value. I'm going to do a whole review on the vehicle. I've owned it. It'll be 5 years in April, so we'll say 3.5 years right now. Or sorry, 4.5 years right now. And we've loved this car. It's been awesome. We've had a ton of fun with it. We've taken it on 2 long road trips, track days, etc., etc. I love it. It's a beautiful car. There's nothing wrong with it. It runs great. Such a fun car to drive in any condition, and I love it. But we want to move on to other projects, and to do that, we kind of have to move on from this one. What we're going to do, I'm finally getting a new daily, and our little Elantra, our little hoopty, is done great for us. It's a family car that's been with us since my parents bought it new. I kind of took over it because I don't drive much, but it's time for something fun because we do go to rugby practice, and we do other drives where we just want a 4-door sedan. So what am I going to do? I already know what I'm getting. I'm locked in on it. I've actually got parts for it. And if you follow us on our social media, you'll probably notice that I've gotten parts for it. So, what is it? Well, you'll find out when I get it. But if you pay attention on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, you probably already know. I might give you a little hint here or there or here, but it's going to be a fun sports sedan, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And of course, I'm not going to leave it alone. There's going to be some modifying done. So that's going to be added into some of the install videos and upgrade videos that we're going to do. And the third thing is, we're trying to be responsible. We're going to sell this car to be able to invest more money and really jumpstart the 53. But also, I miss my JDM cars, and I haven't had one in a little while. The RAV4 doesn't count. So I'm going to build a JDM car that I wanted to build when I had the shop many, many years ago. And RMJ's been around for a while. And I used to own a shop, and we used to drift, and we used to be in the early days of drifting. And I'm going to throw some clips and videos up here right now because I do have evidence of it. Now, I really wanted to build an S13. I wanted to rebuild our old track S13 for the street. And I really had a lot of intention of doing that. Unfortunately, the cost of that car and the budget I want to put into it is going to be too high. And I can't find a decent one for a fair price. A lot of them are overpriced, and it's someone else's project. I don't want to do that. Now, my boy Nick Dizon from Vegas Drift pretty much built the S13 that we wanted to build 20 years ago. I've known him for a long time. We're the same age from the early days of drifting. That car is amazing, and I wanted to go about the same route except for more street version, but I'm not going to do that. I know what I want to get. I've narrowed it down to 3, but I pretty much know what I'm going to get. And some close friends know what I'm talking about, but it's a car that I've loved for a long time. And my history goes back with drifting to the early days of drifting when we first started here in the US with it. And this goes back to that. Someone I followed, someone I got to work with a long time ago, someone I just took a picture with a couple months ago because they were here. And it really influenced kind of the way I went with drifting, along with many others, because it was a group back in the early 2000s of JDM drivers. So I kind of know where I'm going with this. It's not going to be a track car. It will be a street car with a lot of cool stuff on it. And yeah, it'll be cool. I like it. I already know the idea I'm going with. So maybe by summertime, we'll have a couple new cars in the garage. I also want to do some more reviews. I haven't gotten around to it. I also want to do some more tech videos. A lot of you that follow me and know me know that I do a lot with brakes. And I'm going to go into that. I did one video about manual brakes, how to measure, your pedal ratio, etc. I'm going to go a little further into that on how to measure clamping force, on how to properly set up, your basic starter brake setup when you're looking at going to aftermarket or trying to calculate brakes from other vehicles to custom fit on to older cars or stuff like that. Along with that, reviews on some tools. Not too many. I'm not a tool review guy, but there's a lot of stuff in the shop that I use in our personal garage. I call it the shop. And I think it works really great. And I want to go ahead and share that with y'all. And I don't know how far we're going to get on the 53, but I know we're going to get a lot done. I don't know if we're going to hit the body work on it yet, but if we do, you're definitely coming along for that. Wifey will make an appearance more frequently when that 53 starts rolling because her hands are going to get dirty on that car. That's what she wanted. That's what she chose, and she wants to learn on that. We do have a lot of awesome friends that are going to be helping us along the way. This is a long-term project. But yeah, just going to take it a little more serious in 2025, not just show review videos. We're going to try to grow the channel a little more. 2024 was awesome. We hit 2,000, and statistically, not a lot of people have over 1,000. So I'm glad we have 2,000. We have a lot of people in the community we know that are much larger than us, and that's great. We're not a big channel. We don't have unlimited funds. And we're blessed to have what we do have. And going into the holidays here, into Christmas and New Year's, we reflect on that. Blessed to have my mom and dad still kicking and running around and doing their thing in their 80s. My wife is finishing up her school and doing that. Awesome. She's kicking butt in that. She loves the healthcare system. Well, check that. She loves helping in the healthcare system. She's a great nurse. She loves taking care of her patients. And this is a dream that's been around for her for a long time, and I'm happy she's obtaining it, and it's only going to go further beyond that. But we both love cars, and we're going to get to that. What events are we doing this year? We're going to do a lot, and part of those events, we're going to kick it off with Lone Star Throwdown. We're going to roll into C10s in the park. Then we're going to go probably travel again, and we're going to go to the big ones. We're going to go to back to the 50s. We're going to go to the National Street Rod Association Nationals in Kentucky. C10s in the park is actually in September. I messed up. C10 Nationals is first in Fort Worth. And along the way, we're going to visit our awesome car family and friends that we know, and meet others. And I can't wait to go into 2025. I know I've had the itch to work on cars and to do stuff, and I think we're going to. And also, I'm excited to go into a new car community with the new car we're getting. So, plans change, but right now, the plan is that by late spring, the Cayman may no longer be with us, and you will have another newer sports sedan to replace it. It's still a good chassis, and it'll be a lot of fun. I hope you all are having a great Christmas this year. And if you're not, please reach out to people who may not, and maybe just a little bit more unfortunate this holiday season. Thank you to all our healthcare workers that work the holidays, and anyone else that's working the holidays. It gets rough, and yeah. Anyways, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, a safe and smart and fun New Year. I will get back to you because I don't think I'm doing a video before the end of the year. If I do, it'll be a surprise. You'll see some shorts maybe. I might go to a couple of events. But I got to prepare for something big, which is our rugby season. My high school boys have been training hard. We go full kick, full swing, starting next week. Season starts in 6 weeks. And we intend to get back to the playoffs and do our thing. And I'm just going to plug it. Box Rugby Club, Spring Branch, Comal County, Texas. Follow us. Love the car community. Thank you for everything, y'all. And, yeah, we will see you. It's starting to drizzle in 2025. God bless. Merry Christmas.